Okay, real quick before we dive in, I want you to think about the last time you went to the bathroom before you actually needed to go. Before a meeting, before leaving the house, before a long drive, just in case. Yeah, that's what today is about. Because that one little habit, the one that totally feels logical, totally feels responsible, is actually making everything worse, and nobody has ever told you that. So, today we are getting into what's happening when you are doing that, why it backfires, and what to do instead. Let's get in. So, let's just be honest about this for a second. The just in case P, you do it. I know you do it. Pretty much every woman I work with does it multiple times a day without even thinking about it. Before a meeting, before you jump into the call, before your long travel day, before a flight, before a workout, before bed, before you leave the house. You go not because it's bursting, just because it feels smarter to go now. Then deal with it later. And honestly, that makes total sense. You're a planner, you stay ahead of things. Of course, you will apply the same logic to your bladder. But here is the thing nobody has ever told you. And this is the part that actually changes everything. Your bladder is always listening. Every single time it is getting that little nudge from you. Your bladder is always listening. Every single time you respond to that little nudge by heading to the bath, you're basically telling your bladder, yes, that feeling means go right now. And your bladder, it takes notes. So over time, it starts happening more. You don't even notice it. And your bladder starts sending the alarm earlier and earlier than usual. What used to feel like a casual, maybe soon, starts feeling like 5 alarms. You didn't do anything wrong. You were just trying to stay in control. But your bladder learned the wrong lesson and it's trying to run the show now. That's the loop. The more urgency you feel, the more you try to go to the bathroom. And the more just in case increases. Let me explain what's actually going on. And I'm keeping this very simple. Just the experience that makes something which you're able to understand. And I think of your bladder and your brain as a constant back and forth conversation they are having. As your bladder fills up, it is sending the check-in signal and your brain look at those signals and decides, is this urgent or can we wait a bit? In a healthy pattern, when your brain gets the signal, it just decides, okay, this is half full. Maybe you can wait right now. And your day goes on. The signal quiets and you get on with your day. But when you have been responding to those early little nudges by going to the bathroom every single time, your brain starts to think those early signals as the sign to go to the bathroom. And it thinks those signals are the real deal. It adjusts itself and it comes out as, okay, I need to go right now. And a bladder that was comfortably holding it and you didn't have to go to the bathroom for 3 or 4 hours is now telling at 45 minutes mark, okay, I need to go right now. Not because anything is broken, but the signal between your brain and your bladder got rewired. That communication is no more a communication, but a miscommunication. And here's where it gets in trouble. Because this is the part most people never hear. Your bladder doesn't work in isolation. It's connected with your nervous system, your stress, the tension you're carrying in your body every single when you're in the go mode, rushing between the meetings, holding your breath through your back-to-back calls. Your whole body stays on high alert. And your bladder is on high alert throughout this. Your bladder is not separate from that. It's all connected. So for the woman who is always on the go, always one step ahead, her bladder is picking up every bit of energy of her lifestyle. Her bladder is picking up every single bit of that energy. The just in case habit isn't really just a bathroom thing. It's a sign that your body hasn't had a chance to feel safe enough to wait. I want to say something that doesn't get said enough. For most of you, the just in case P isn't just a habit. It's how you cope. You are someone who handles things. You see problems coming up and you deal with it before they blow up. You're not the person who gets caught off guard. Not at work, not at home, not anywhere. And the idea of your bladder catching you off guard in the middle of a presentation or a packed flight or an important meeting. Not happening. Just go just to make sure, just to feel in control. I completely get that. I really do. But here's what I want you to see. Every time you go before you actually need to go, you're sending your whole body a message that says the urge is dangerous, that you can't handle it and you need to act right this second. And your body believes you. So it stays tense. It stays in that panic mode. And that tension, that constant low-level brace is a huge part what's keeping the urgency going in the first place. The good news is the moment you understand that, you can start to change it. Hey, quick pause here because I want to make sure you know about something I put together for you. If you're listening to this going, okay, this is me, but where do I even start? I have a free video training called How to Stop Bladder Leaks from Quietly Controlling Your Day. It's basically the whole picture in one place. Why the stuff you have already tried hasn't worked yet for you. What's actually driving this and what a real path forward looks like. It's not long, it's not overwhelming. It's the explanation most women has been searching for years and have never found. The link is in the show notes or DM me LeakProof on Instagram at LeakProofPT and I'll send it straight to you. Okay, so if going to the bathroom just in case is making things worse, what do you actually do when the urge hits? This is something I walk every single client of mine through this. It's called urge surfing, and the name says it all. Instead of immediately responding to that urge, you ride it out. Here's exactly how it works. First, you need to just stop. When you feel the urge, don't automatically stand up and start heading to the bathroom. Just stay where you are. Even 30 seconds, you're not ignoring, you're just not reacting to it on an autopilot anymore. That pause alone starts to interrupt that pattern. Then, the next step, you actually breathe. Not a quick shallow breath, but a slow breath right into your belly. Let your stomach expand. This one is bigger than it sounds. Because when you take a short panic breath, it actually makes things worse. It increases the pressure in your core and makes the urgency feel worse. But when you breathe slowly and low, your body gets the message that everything is okay. Urgency starts to settle slowly. It sounds almost too simple, but a slow breath directly talks to the part of your nervous system that calms everything down. That's not a trick. That's how your body is wired to function. Then we'll work on letting go of that grip, the tension. This is the one that surprises people the most. When women feel urgency, they clench. They grip, they tighten, they hold everything together. And it feels like that's what keeping everything together. But it's not. That gripping is actually making the system which is supposed to relax and calm down. So instead, let your jaw go. Drop your shoulders. Let your belly slowly soften. I know it feels completely backwards, but the tension is actually what lets the urge fade. It slowly starts settling things. Then just wait. And here's what's something that will blow your mind. The urgency comes in waves. It builds, it peaks, and it fades on its own. If you've never experienced that fade before, it's because you've always headed to the bathroom first before it had the chance to settle. Start with 2 minutes of this test. That's what I'm asking. That's genuinely all I'm asking. Pause and slowly release. And see what happens. Slowly, you will start to see that change. You're just giving your bladder the chance to show you it can calm down. And every single time it does, you're laying down a new pattern. Before we wrap up, I just want you to leave you with this. The just in case pee is not a character flaw. It's not just you being anxious or being weird about something or doing something. It made complete sense with the information you had. You found a way to manage something that felt unmanageable. And honestly, that is so very. Now you have more information, the right information, and that changes things. Your bladder has been learning from that habits for years. It learned to panic because you taught it that early signals needed an immediate response, which means you can absolutely teach it's something different. It won't change overnight, but every time you pause instead of trying to rush to the back, every time you breathe through a wave instead of running from it, you're building something new. You're not stuck with how things feel right now. This is not just who you are. This is a pattern, and the pattern that changes. Common doesn't mean normal. And normal doesn't mean permanent. I just want to say something. The just in case P was the smart, responsible thing to do, the thing that kept you in control. And now you know it's been working against you the whole time. That's actually kind of a big deal because now you can do something different. So here is all I want you to do. Before your next meeting, before your next call, before your next flight or your travel day, just try it. Feel the urge, take the slow breath, try to relax. Let your body soften and see if this wave gets the chance to relax. 2 minutes and that's it. That's where it starts. You handle so much every single day. You got this.